Don't forget.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I threw together a lunchtime chat real quick. Yes, I did. And I made it a channel member Zoom call as well. Anybody wants to hop in? Even if you're not a channel member, the link is in the community tab. Arturo Gomez, Mouse, Tommy Montoya, Lady Lieber, Philly D. Anybody that wants to join in, the link is in the community tab there. I put it a little while ago. Unbelievable. Only the Cowboys. What's up, Stacy? How you doing today? Bro? Everything all right, man? You living large, dude? Yeah. Obviously we're gonna do a lunchtime chat. We'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about. But that being said, what the hell is going on with CeeDee Lamb? My son tells me the whole Spider-Man, the black Spider-Man, that's the evil Spider-Man. So, what does that mean? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people say that means CeeDee Lamb is suiting up. I don't think that does. You were washing dishes. Yeah, I just threw it together. Like I said, it was a last-minute thing. So, it is what it is. He wants more money than what they're giving him. It's possible. Curtis Bergdorf. Venom. Yeah, Mouse. It's Venom. My son's like, Venom, that ain't good. I'm like, he's spitting venom. Yeah, the black Spider-Man. Look at the thumbnail. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know that he's suiting up. The last thing we've heard, okay? The last thing we've heard was this, okay? This is the last thing that we heard about. CeeDee Lamb reportedly asking Cowboys to increase the $33 million per year offer. It's funny how the Cowboys put out $33 million. What's up, Brad? Brad, why don't you hop in the Zoom call, bro? I got the link in the community tab. I want to talk to a fellow Cowboy fan. But anybody can hop in. Very frustrating as a Cowboy fan. It was a year ago today, everybody. A year ago today, August 14th, was when Zach Martin ended his holdout. They gave him the money he wanted, and he was back in the fold. So we're already past that time frame, okay? We're already back in that time frame. But we don't know. Dallas puts out $33 million. Black Spidey is a costume that represents a dark mood and willingness to resort to extreme tactics. Bang! Eagles has landed. That's what I thought. So there it is. Extreme tactics, meaning maybe hold out into the regular season? I don't know. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to all that. But we don't know what the guarantees are in the deal. Okay, he wants 35. I'm pretty sure if you give him 34 and you give him close to what you give him, the triple-digit guarantees, you got to be at least 100 mil. Justin Jefferson got 110 mil. The whole thing he's going to get paid for. He's only 25 years old, people. He's only 25 years old. Oscar, what's going on? At work, just saying hello. Oscar, thank you, my friend. Thank you for being a Mailheads crew. I appreciate you, Oscar. Thank you. And everybody else. Brad, Philly D, Arturo, you need to get that badge by your name. Lady Libra. Asman, I can't believe you're not a Mailheads crew. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Everything I've done for you, Asman. He shouldn't get more. Arturo, he should not get more than Justin Jefferson. We're getting carried away. Clemente, what's up, my guy? How are you? How do I do it? You got to go to my homepage and hit the join button. If you don't see a join button, there's a link right below. Cowboy YouTuber living in enemy territory. There's a blue link there. Just click it, and you'll be able to be hooked up. Reminds me of M at 93. We lost the first two. Exactly, Stacy. We can't have that, bro. We cannot have that at all. Dustin Bosley, what's up? What's up, my man? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? So anyway, let me read this article. The Dallas Cowboys have reportedly made CeeDee Lamb an extension offer. Now, this was from a couple days ago, but we're going to rehash it because we're going to try and understand what's going on here. An extension offer that would make him one of the highest. But again, it doesn't specify guaranteed money. Lamb hasn't expressed interest in signing the Cowboys' latest extension offer, which is believed to be around $33 million per year. The number could only trail Minnesota Vikings star Justin Jefferson for the highest annual salary for an NFL receiver, which is $35 million. Not only does Lamb want to be the Cowboy, Cowboys increase the average annual salary on their offer, but he also has issues with the cash flow and the guaranteed money. That's what it's about, the guaranteed money. On the proposed deal, NFL media added in the report. Lamb, who's only 25, again, it's going to be a 4-year deal. He'll be 29 years old, be able to hit the open market yet again if he so chooses. So it's a two-way street. Dallas will tell you, well, Minnesota doesn't have a Robin. You know, they don't have a guy making $60 million a quarterback or 55.4, whatever. They don't have Michael Parsons. They don't have which is true. So Minnesota went way above like the next closest guy, which caused a problem. Thomas, you want to join, man? I made it a channel member Zoom. The link is in the community tab. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, we need to start turning the page and getting everybody on board here. Yeah, but but Justin Jefferson, Minnesota screwed the pooch, so to speak, because by giving him all that money, way above the next closest guy. You know what I mean? So that's what's ridiculous. Let me see here. Where is it?
Damn, it's just only me?
Yeah, I just did it real fast. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. I was just doing an impromptu live stream, lunchtime chat, but I also figured I'll make it a channel member Zoom. Anybody wants to hop in can hop in. I'm Googling something right now, so.
Oh.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just doing some chores today. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, man. That's what I was doing. Let's see here. There it is. I found it. Media share. Bang. All right. This is the issue. Now, it doesn't show you the guaranteed money here, which I want to find the site that does. But you see Justin Jefferson at 35, A.J. Brown at 32. So they made CeeDee at 33, but we don't know what the guarantees are. So let me say, let me try and find it. Yeah, I was outside. I unloaded my mother-in-law had to go into a facility, so I had my car loaded, my Explorer loaded with a lot of stuff. It still got stuff in it, but everything I could put in my shed, but I had to unload a lot of stuff out of my shed. I was out there for a few hours doing that. So that's where I was. But here we go. Justin Jefferson's guaranteed money. That's the important thing. Don't worry about the annual. The guaranteed money is $110 million. A.J. Brown is at 84. That's the problem. Minnesota Vikings screwed everybody because they have nobody else that they're paying, right? So this is where I would tell CD, I don't know what Dallas is offering. Dallas is probably offering 33 and probably somewhere around 90. So he's looking at 20 million less guaranteed. I don't know. What does everybody think? You know, you got A.J. Brown at 84, DJ Moore at 81, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So don't look at how much they signed for. It's the guarantees. But that 110 number is ridiculous. That's crazy. So that's the sticking point. That's an easy one. CD probably wants 100 million guaranteed. And you're probably right, Mouse. That's what we're talking about. I'll get to the chat now, but that's what we're talking about. Right? That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Dustin Bosley, no mail for at least 2 more weeks. Nice game. Yeah, that's right, Dustin. Big Sarge, what's going on, man? How are you? Bobby Murphy's in the house. Let me go back to the chat. That's why you need to get your guys locked up early. The longer you wait, the bigger the hit. Yeah, I agree. And it's more, not that, now, Bobby, not to mention, just like A.J. Brown, he had his contract and he decided, you know what? I had a contract, but I need to be paid the highest paid receiver on the team. I'm better than Devonta Smith. So they had to redo his deal. So just because you got a contract, you got to have a team willing to redo it. And Dallas probably wouldn't. I've never seen Dallas give him more money outside of last year with Zach Martin. So Arturo says, you mean to tell me damn time that he's going to take less than 36 to 35 like Justin Jefferson, but with guaranteed money? I think that's just playing possum with the Joneses. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lot of money. That's all I know. And I'm not going to tell a man what to think. Hey, JoJo, how are you? But that's a lot of money. Linda Conyers is in the house. Hey, Linda, how are you? It's amazing what's going on with Nakobe Dean over there, huh, Linda? He went from in the outhouse to the penthouse. Now he's the man in the Eagles linebacking core. It's crazy what 1 week will do for everybody. Is it raining there, Thomas? No, you good?
No, sun is out. It's cloudy, but you know.
It's been in and out here, but it's warm, very warm.
It's warm here today. It's warm here today. It's not one of your blistering hot days or nothing.
Yeah. Chris Dooley says, hope CD keeps hold out after the Washington game, then sign your guy. Arturo, game time. So, sorry to satisfaction. His agent between 100 and 105 guaranteed will satisfy him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Philly D is right. I think it's going to take 100 mil. You know, unfortunately, how much do elite kickers make? I don't know, but we're going to have one. Man, if the franchise is worth $10.3 billion, Jerry needs to stop being cheap. Well, again, there's a salary cap. He's trying to get his quarterback done. He has his left guard to take care of next year. He has his tight end to take care of. He has Micah Parsons to take care of. So game time, they say the field goal would have been good from 72. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mouse says he's changing uniform. That's why he posted the Venom stuff. I would mean more of a less than I could mean more or less than we think. I don't think he's leaving Dallas. I don't think he's getting traded. Your thoughts, Thomas Garrett? He ain't getting traded, right?
Who is that?
CeeDee Lamb.
No, CeeDee ain't going nowhere. He got shit. CeeDee got 2 more years left on his contract.
Yeah,
the 1 year option in the franchise tag. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Well, he's causing a big stink. That I know.
Yeah, he is.
So that I do know. Today's beverage, it It's the first one of the day. I needed it. I banged my ankle. I banged my elbow. I'm like, I was like, damn, what's going on with me? I had it's whiskey and some Diet Coke, a little bit of black cherry whiskey, a couple shots in there for me to wake me up. Leeser Leo, CeeDee Lamb getting paid. He gonna get paid. He gonna get paid big time.
Yeah, he gonna get paid. The Jones, they just bull jiving around trying to let all this
bull jiving. You know, I like that.
I don't want to say the BS. I want to respect your.
That reminds me of that movie Semi Pro when they were. Did you just call me a jive turkey? That reminds me. I gotta write that down.
But no, they just wanna jack around, and you know, the Joneses they love attention. That's one thing about them. They love attention, and they want to get as much attention as they can and let this stick out. And plus, you got to understand something. You already knew from the jump. If we would have signed him a couple of weeks ago, CeeDee wasn't gonna play in the preseason, no way.
No. I'm not worried about that. It's just time to, it's time to bring him in, man. I want him in with a week's worth of work.
I totally concur with that. We all knew he wasn't gonna play in the preseason from the jump. You still should have had this man signed. You should have brought him in from the jump, so he can, get well acquainted with his teammates and the rookies and stuff.
Well, I'm going to play a clip here. I don't know that you're going to be able to hear it, Thomas, so just hang on for a couple minutes. It's this speak. I actually that reminds me, I got to go on and try and download these plugins so you guys in the Zoom call can hear everything. But I'm going to play the speak. This was, again, them talking about CeeDee Lamb, and whether he's going to be ready to go week 1. Let's take a listen.
Again, whenever I talk Cowboys, there truly is, and I don't just say this flippantly, no better mind to talk to than you, Dave Hellman. We worked together in 2016 at, nice. Was it One Frisco Way? Where's the Cowboys facility?
One Cowboys Way.
One Cowboys Way in Frisco,
Texas.
Yeah, 2016 and 17, you and I were there when Dak Prescott got drafted, when Ezekiel Elliott got drafted. Literally nobody studies the Cowboys with a more scrutinous eye than you. So answer me this question.
What's up, Drew?
Do you agree with Micah that CeeDee will be suiting up week 1?
I do. I do agree with Micah Parsons, and I commend him on paying attention to the way things go around his organization. Yeah, he's absolutely right. This is the way these contract negotiations go with the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of bluster. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of uncertainty. Gives us something to do for the first month of training camp. Then eventually, when it gets down to brass tacks, the Cowboys sign their guy. Literally last year. What's the day today? It's August 14th. You know what date Zach Martin got into camp last year? August 14th. The Cowboy, we dilly-dally around. We go back and forth in the media. We get a little bit closer to actual football, and eventually it'll happen. Maybe it doesn't happen today, tomorrow, but before we get too close to the regular season, they even, in 2019, they pushed it all the way up till September when they finally got Zeke Elliott home from Cabo, and they gave him a $90 million extension. When an all
played week 1.
He sure did play week 1. I think he was on a snap count.
September 4th and played September 8th.
He was in uniform playing, James. He was in uniform playing. Yes, he will be. CeeDee Lamb will be in uniform playing.
James, why the deep exhale? There was some weight to that exhale. Explain to the viewers. Explain your answer.
Because, man, they putting CeeDee Lamb, they put Ezekiel Elliott in bad situations, man. This is how players get hurt. And you're talking about all-pro players, right? I believe Ezekiel Elliott was an all-pro player, right? Led the league in rushing. This is how players get hurt because you playing with my money and you want me to come into training camp 2 days before the regular season starts and you want me to run out of this tunnel and play a game and I'm not even physically ready to play a game. I've been out here training. Anybody know where he's training?
He was in Houston.
Wherever he training, ain't nobody pulling on him, ain't nobody pressing him, ain't none of that. He ain't got no pads on, no helmet on. He ain't going through none of that, which means this is how you blow knees out, This is how you pull hamstrings. This is how you set yourself back if you are CeeDee Lamb. That's the only thing I hate about it. Sure, Micah, you could be right. He'll be on a pitch count week 1 if they get the contract done 2 days before the season. Sure, but that don't benefit CeeDee Lamb, man. This is how you can go out on that field and get hurt. I absolutely hate it. Do the Dallas Cowboys want CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah, yes.
So what we waiting on?
Get him in there.
So what we waiting on? Pay the man his money and let's go. You hurting this man right now, man.
I mean, do we want him or don't we want him? Let's get him in here. I mean, you've had all off season to negotiate and do whatever it is that you wanted to do. You know, you've had all this time to do it. So I don't know what they're waiting on. Why do players sign 5-year deals and then want a new contract in year 4? You signed a contract. Well, William, you have
It's because of that situation.
Yeah, you have to. You can't let them get free. You're really supposed to sign them early. You don't have to. Normally, the player takes a little less, but this is his first big contract. He was a first-round pick, but you know. So it'll be interesting. Dustin Bosley says, respectfully, I don't care what people say about CD being a slot guy. Only I care about production. Yeah, again, that's what it's about, production. So I just a little annoyed that we're dealing with that. But it is what it is, people. Brad, hop in here.
What's up, y'all?
I'm trying to find a new way out of work for the Brazil game, but I'm barely going to start. I don't want to give a bad impression. LMAO. Yeah, you got to do what's right, Mouse. You got to get to work, bro. You can watch it on your phone somehow. You can't bang out.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
You in the car?
What's up to the chat? I was driving. I saw some of the hellos. I didn't get a chance to respond. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. With CD on the field of stretches defense without him, let's get closer to the scrimmage. What's up, Coyote? How are you? DC fan for life. Yeah, we need him in here now, DC fan. We have a few days. I mean, like we have a few days, but we need him in here, man. So, it's funny. I put the link out there, and anonymous people come in, but they don't come all the way in. I don't know. I mean, he needs to come in now. Now's the time. Now is the time to come in. We need everybody in. I mean, how long are we going to wait?
You remember Tom and Jerry.
Oh, I hear you. I used to love Tom
I know
and
Thomas
Jerry.
remember Tom and Jerry. Remember the episode where he was singing that song, Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing, Jerry? I mean, I don't know what the holdup is.
Well, I know what it is. We all know what it is.
Just get him in. Give him his money. Look.
But here's the deal.
About him.
Let me just tell you this.
He's the best guy. He's the best offensive weapon. Pay them.
But
I don't get it.
Here's the deal, though. Justin Jefferson's contract screwed everything up, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not how much. It's the guarantee. Right now, Justin Jefferson is sitting at $110 million guaranteed over 4 years. A.J. Brown is number 2 with $84. So what do you think CD's looking at? Yeah, Dallas offered him $33 million a year. A.J.'s making $32. Justin's making $35. But it's all about the guarantee. Everybody else is real close to each other. DJ Moore is at 81.5. And then A.J. Brown is at 84. And then Justin Jefferson's all the way up 110 because they have nobody else on the team, Drew, that they have to pay. So it's about the guarantees. It's all about how much.
About the guarantee money.
So what? All right. I don't know why I'm asking you, but what would you think? I mean, do you think that Justin Jefferson is $16 million more of a player in guarantees than A.J. Brown? I don't. You know what I mean?
You mean, is he worth more than A.J. Brown?
Well, he's making $110 million guaranteed over 4 years, whereas A.J. Brown's new deal, he's only making $84 guaranteed over 4 years. Don't worry about the annual. the annual.
Yeah, it's the guarantee.
So
yeah.
that's the hang up. Like we were talking in the chat. CD's like, okay, I'm sure Dallas offered him 33, and that's probably fine, but he wants the guarantees in the triple digits. But Justin Jefferson blew everybody out of the water, which is crazy.
But here's the major problem for me is like Jerry waits and see like how he gets ahead of the game, like how he doesn't wait. And like yesterday, Cody Show was saying like, it's not on Jerry, it's the players. It is on Jerry. Jerry sits and twiddles his thumbs. He sits and waits, and he waits and waits. And instead of being proactive and you love your players. These are Jerry's guys. You drafted CeeDee. He's one of your sons. Get on it and sign your guys instead of sitting here waiting. So it is on Jerry. How he gets on it, he signs his guys. We saw that he signed Schmitty, and then what? A couple of days later, AJ was signed. Because what was the Schmitty got signed, and it was like, how's AJ going to feel about it? Then the bomb dropped.
Right.
AJ was signed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's on Jerry. You only got one job. You got one good receiver right now. And it's not a slight on anyone.
Yeah. No, I know.
You got one guy. Sign him. Like, I don't understand what the whole thing is.
This is I know. What's up, Texas Eagle? Hi. What's up, my man? How you doing? Yeah, my problem lies with, everything has to be long and drawn out. Pause, I mean, everything has to be difficult, They cooler minds should prevail here. It's like, let's take a step back here. You're going to save a lot of, and that's one thing people don't understand, Drew, when I say that right now, CeeDee Lamb is accounting for over $17 million. So, on the cap. So as soon as he signs his deal, that number will come way down. You know how that works. So, so it'll be more towards the end of the deal where, the cap should ultimately go up. I would imagine it's going to continue to go up. They won their lawsuit against DirecTV, the DirecTV,
Sunday Ticket.
The Sunday Ticket, they won that whole thing. So there's nothing really to worry about. They're going to start highest bidder to some of these playoff games as it regards to the playoff games and streaming networks, So it's not going down, people. Is it going to reach a plateau? Yeah, it would. It's going to reach a plateau at some point. But, it's just frustrating. I hope this means a deal is close, but Black Venom Spider-Man normally isn't good.
They're going to sign CeeDee.
I know we are,
They're going to sign.
but it's a matter of why do we got to wait until 2 games into the season like Emmitt Smith? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're not going to win the deal, Jerry. Sorry.
You're not. And this is one of the reasons why I think Dallas
hop on in here, Cody Show. Link is in the community tab.
And this is one of the reasons why I think Dallas is going to have a fallback season this year. Is like you got all of these distractions. It's like a black cloud hanging over the Cowboys this year. You got all these contract negotiations with CeeDee. Dak is in question. There's so many question marks and so many doubts over the Cowboys this year. It's just a lot of stuff going on. Just, in the front office.
We're always that way, Drew. Unfortunately, Drew, it's always that way. It's always that way, Drew. I hate to tell you, Dallas, they have more drama, and don't get me wrong, that may lend into why we have had a lot of postseason success. But that's what this organization does. It likes this shit. It likes everybody talking about him, even if it's negative. Even coming off of, listen, I'm Mr. Negative when it comes to, preseason games. I can't stand I can't stand the preseason games because everybody gets too carried away and all that. But we got to be honest, and Dallas did some good things, so that was nice. But everybody's got to relax because it was against third stringers, you know what I mean? So I don't care if we win or lose. I just want to get some work.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yes, Asman says when Jerry signs him, CeeDee will be on a plane to Pink's to celebrate. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to Pink's. I think he's going to get himself a steak, Asman. Sorry, or whatever he likes. Ultra says Parsons' legs, Diggs will get done. Yeah, I agree. He'll get done. Who hired Jimmy? Who signed Dion to the? Yeah, I know. And then Ultra and then Stephen Jones threw him up against the wall for signing him.
Hey, Gavin,
Yeah.
what is Jimmy Johnson's? I thought he was a consultant.
Me too.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He probably picks up the phone and calls Jerry from time to time. That's probably the extent of his consultantship. Philly Oldhead, Mark Holmes is the one getting carried away with being Hope Daddy again. What's that mean? Help me out, Philly Oldhead. Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I know CeeDee will be here, and Micah has come out and said he'll be there for game 1. I just don't know that that's a smart way. You want to get him in with at least a week, so we have a few days. I hope that they're actually sending over offers instead of just putting their head in the sand. You got to pay these guys. You got to pay them. So. You all right, Drew? You got to work today or what?
Yeah, I'm at the job right now. And by the way, Mark Holmes completely misrepresented me on his on one of his many videos this morning.
Well, that's got to make you feel good.
It's okay.
Well, him and Leo have gotten tight. So, I heard him say he wants to do a live stream with Leo in Dallas. So, nice. Is Jimmy consultant anything? It would be a player evaluation, not contract. Yeah. Well, Bobby, Jimmy, I don't know where I heard this, but Jimmy did an interview. Let me see if I can find it while Drew's talking here or Thomas Garrett. Let me see if I can find it. So, let's see. There we go. Let's boom, boom, boom. What do we got? 12 minutes. Okay.
In front of the microphone.
All right, I'm going to share this, and we'll watch a little of this.
It's like he's just poking people. He's poking the GM. He's poking the
Jimmy
media.
Johnson,
it's a little exhausting as a consumer of it. Would it drive you nuts as a coach that he just doesn't walk up there, say vanilla stuff like Eli Manning and go sit down? What do you make of it?
No, I like it. I'm interested in what he has to say.
Just get the contract done. Get it out of the news way he handles these stars. To me, if you draft a guy in the first round and he hits and he's at a valuable position, just get the contract done. Get it out of the news cycle. I feel like Jerry's trying to squeeze extra juice out of it to get free publicity. I don't like it. Just sign CeeDee Lamb. What do you make of the way they handle it?
Well, he's really in a bind. Jerry's in a bind with these contracts. He's got 3 players that want to be the highest paid player at their position. And he made a mistake by not re-signing them earlier than what he's been doing right now. The other thing is he's got the quarterback situation with Dak Prescott. And I think the entire league's got a problem here because if you don't have a quality quarterback, you're not going to win.
Right.
Everybody understands that. But the only thing is good quarterbacks are demanding great money.
Yes.
And they're not great quarterbacks. They're not great players.
But
because their contract is up, they're going to be the highest paid player at that position. And this has kind of escalated here for the last couple of years because every owner is desperate, and they understand they've got to have a quarterback. They've got to have a quality quarterback. And the quarterback money is taking too big a piece of the pie as far as the salary cap.
So the NFL changed rules through your career. They're constantly tweaking. They have a new kickoff. Now, it looks weird.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. Basically, what Jimmy said was, Jimmy said, Dak wants elite money, but he's a good quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback. Right. And I think that happens a lot. I mean, look at, I'm not comparing.
That's all I said. And that's all I say, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like Kirk Cousins, right? I mean, he's operated and worked the market about as good as you could possibly be for a guy who can't win in prime time. We're not even talking playoffs. We're talking prime time. I think his prime time record is like 1-5. Dak's prime time. Yeah, Dax has got a real good prime time record, but playoffs, not so much. So that's where Jimmy's coming from. And I totally understand where Jimmy Johnson is coming from, and I understand where the Cowboys are coming from. But unfortunately, we live in an age where there's a salary cap. This isn't an age where you could do whatever. There's real consequences. Drew, if you don't want to pay Dak $60 million, you know what the answer is? Sign him a year ago and give him 55 then. He would have jumped all over it, and you would have been ahead of the game. That's my problem with the front office.
Yep.
Brad, that's my problem with the front office. When Dak is sitting there making, like potential, okay, I'll wait. They should have addressed this a year and a half ago and gave him the $54 million, whatever the hell it was, and he wouldn't be looking at 60.
Brian, the problem with the Joneses is they call themselves want to be cute. They want to be cute to the point that it backfired on them later, and it's backfiring on them now. That's the problem.
You know what I mean? I mean, I understand what Jimmy Johnson's saying. Jimmy Johnson is saying, it's a pie, people. It's a piece of the pie. I know I always make fun of Jerry, but that's how it works. They saw this coming. Dallas should have paid Dak a year ago. Okay, they should have paid him, locked him up long term, paid him to 54. Probably would have did it. 55 tops. Now we're looking at 58, and it's coming down to the guarantees. Probably. That's where the Cowboys are wrong.
But see, the game time. This is not the first time. The very off of his first rookie contract.
Yes, exactly. And it's not just Dak.
They played him around because when Carson the Eagles didn't let Carson get to his last year of his contract, remember?
No, they
signed Carson and gave him this big contract. Dallas let Dak's contract play out, and then they gave him the tag, right? Then they gave him the tag again the following year, right?
Yeah.
So they played with Dak. So I don't blame Dak. Dak is like, oh, you guys want to franchise tag me? Then franchise tag me again. So I don't blame Dak. I applaud Dak. Get him for every penny that you can.
Yeah.
Because while these other teams were signing Carson Wentz and the Rams were signing their guys, you let Dak play out his contract and you franchise tagged him, then franchise tagged him again. Finally, you gave him
I agree.
contract.
Yeah, Ultra, I agree. CeeDee wasn't signing, but like I said, they've done it to Dak twice. I just think you could have gotten a deal sooner. That's all. I think you could have gotten a deal sooner and it's not just that. It's CeeDee. I hope it's not Micah, Ultra. I hope they get Dak done. I hope they get Micah done next year. I hope they don't wait and wait and wait and wait. Because Micah,
if they wait with Micah, it's going to get ugly.
But because
it's going to get ugly.
He wants top money, not including a quarterback. So we're talking corners. We're talking. That's why, if you notice, he's listed now as an edge rusher. Well, he's always been listed as an edge rusher, but there was a chance that. So Jimmy said the only player he would pay is Micah. Yeah, and Jimmy's smart in that because he knows what he's got with Micah Parsons, and I think what you're going to see with Micah this year is going to be exciting. I don't know what Ultra thinks about that, but I think that in Zimmer's scheme where he's lining them up at the weak side linebacker, moving them around, be a little bit harder to say for teams like the Eagles who game plan well to say, okay, we're going to attack Micah. It's going to be a little harder, but, you know, it is what it is. I would hope so. So what's going on, Linda? By rule, you have to raise the amount of distribution to the players because it raises a proximity 10 to 12% per year, which makes owners pay out more. Every team has the same amount to pay players. Yeah. Problem is when you draft, and again, I'm not trying to be the flex, but when you draft, last year aside, as good as we draft, seems like all these players are coming up. I mean, listen, we got Tyler Smith coming, Drew. We got Jake Ferguson coming. They're going to get elite money. We got, obviously, Micah. we have big contracts coming. Yeah, and Bland. I forgot about Bland. Very, very true, Ultra. We got Deron Bland that is coming up also. So a lot of money.
But they can get good. It can get done. We just signed Landon Dickerson. We just signed Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, it can get done. But again, there's a reason why you guys are doing it. You're hitting it. You're up to bat, Drew, and you're getting a 2-0, like a 2-0 count, and you're hitting fastballs. Dallas is waiting, okay, until you're in the hole, and then you don't know what the hell's coming. You're getting a slop ball in the dirt, and you're going to try and hit it. That's my analogy. They do not take advantage of time. But I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Philly Old Head, no, y'all accept mediocrity. We do get rid of underperforming players. I hear you, Philly Old Head.
Yeah, we don't hesitate. To be honest with you, and I say this with all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, Dak would have been out of Philly years ago. Like 2-5 in the playoffs, Dak would have been out of Philly.
I don't know though. He's because he wins a lot. Because he wins a lot in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Donovan won in the playoffs
that's what I'm saying. He won in the playoffs,
but he lost some big games as favorites, though. Like, you know what I mean? To me, we're not even getting started. We got 2 wins, but we're not getting started in the playoffs. If we could you imagine? I mean, you saw what happened with Green Bay. That was bad. But you get to a championship at home when you're a double-digit favorite, like the Eagles were against the Carolina Panthers, and then I know
that would have been it.
And the Tampa Bay Bucks, right, Rob?
Yeah, that was horrible. The Tampa Bay one,
it was closer. It was closer.
Yeah, that was closer. That was a damn good defense in that Tampa Bay game, but we should have not have lost to Jake Delhomme and the Panthers.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was horrible.
Jake Delhomme.
That was terrible.
But
yeah, Donovan's losses came like in the championship games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look how fast they replaced Carson.
That playoff game, that was it for him. They ran him out of there.
Yeah. Mouse says, "Look how fast they replaced Carson." You know, I don't know how Eagles feel. How did you guys feel seeing? Or how are you going to feel? He had a good preseason game the other day in Kansas City. I want your honest opinion. Let's get off of this Dallas crap for a minute. Are you hoping this guy has success, or are you just saying,
Who's that?
Carson Wentz?
Who, Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with Carson. I mean, to me, I think the biggest issue with him is availability. He got hurt a lot. You know, I think that was the insurance policy of bringing in, drafting Jalen Hurts was once Clowney knocked Carson out of that playoff game.
Right.
Our backup quarterback was like 42 years old. So I mean, we really had to get younger and healthier. So I'm not mad at Carson. I think he was a large reason why we won the Super Bowl. You took us 11-1 before getting hurt. He just never was the same after he got hurt. But those 11 or 12 games he played in, he was kicking the crap out of everybody, including Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always say no Carson, no Super Bowl.
Right.
But a lot of people think he wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can say that, but
you'll
never know. Right.
We'll never know.
That's a
the
fair
way he
thing
played
to say.
that year. With the way he played that year, I think he would have won the Super Bowl. He was just spot on. He was damn spot on.
He was leading the MVP race when he got hurt.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Rob. I think the way he was playing, I think he would have won. We'll never know. But I'm not mad at Carson. I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. I think he has issues with his leadership skills. His availability was an issue. But I'm not mad at Carson. I wish him nothing but the best. If there was no Carson Wentz, then we wouldn't have a Super Bowl.
Yep.
He went all the way to Hollywood to have his career with the Philadelphia Eagles ended. Well, it was the beginning of the end when he tore his ACL and MCL.
Yeah.
And that was a hell of a game.
It was.
That was.
Yeah, it was. That was.
He was running into that touchdown when the Rams safety hit him in the knee.
That game was one of the game of the ages right there. That was a classic.
Which one are you talking about, Thomas? You talking about the Super Bowl?
The game out in the Coliseum when Carson got
the Rams game.
I'm rooting for the guy because I met him once. This was at his peak as an Eagle. Really, really nice guy. Something happened mentally for him. I don't root for injury. I don't gloat like Eastside Harold. I haven't seen him in here. I don't really care if he comes back. I don't need. Yeah, I heard. What? Yeah, I heard he got lit up by Mark.
Mark lit him up good.
I don't want anybody here. I'm just gonna let everybody know. Anybody watching, if you're rooting for Dak to get hurt, or if you're rooting for Jalen to get hurt, then just
that's corny.
Just keep it moving, man. If you can't beat me healthy, I've told everybody in the chat, and I'll tell people in the Zoom. I want to be good, but I want the Eagles to be good. I want Washington to be good. I want to see where I stack up. That's where I want to see. I don't want to, when the Eagles were going off under McNabb, Drew, they beat up on a horrible division for a while. Now, Dallas ended up having some success against McNabb in the playoffs at home, but that was Romo. I get it. But I'm just saying, that was a shit time for the Cowboys. Just like in the 90s was the early 90s when Dallas was winning was not a good time for the Eagles, right? So I like it. I don't know, call me weird. I like it when teams are good, and I want to go and listen, we're all going to have injuries. We had 5 ACLs last year. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm talking your quarterback, your best defenders. We lost Diggs, but you didn't hear us crying about it every week. We had Stephon Gilmore. So, and Bland helped, and Bland had a unbelievable year for us. But I want everybody to stay healthy. But what's up, Cody Show? What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. I need to address this Jerry Jones thing so we can get
the floor is yours. I want to go grab a drink, so go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
I only got a few minutes before I got to go to work.
Jerry, hold on. I'm not saying Jerry Jones don't do some goofball stuff, man. But I was really talking about, as far as the players go on the field, they need to step up and win these games. But as far as Jerry not signing players and things like that, that's not good. I don't give him any kudos for that. He really they really need to sharpen it up and step up and sign these players faster than what they do. Really they hurting themselves on a lot of things, when it comes down to signing these players. So I agree with all that Jerry Jones do he makes some bad decisions. So, but I was trying to talk about as far as the players go, Jerry, whatever Jerry do, they still could, they could step up on the field and play some football, man. That's all,
Facts. Facts, Cody. I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
I
hope
agree.
hurry up and sign CeeDee, man. I really want them to, and at least a week before, he need to at least get a little practice in.
Yeah, that's big facts. I've been saying it for the longest, and I'm like, Jerry get on this. He get behind his microphone, get to talking during training camp and everything, and I'm like, Jerry, shut the hell up and sign these players, man.
But you know what though? I think Steven got his hand in there a little bit, kind of messing up Jerry on some things he want to sign. Because when you look back at Lance, when they signed Lance, Jerry did it all by himself without telling nobody. Because that comes to show you that Jerry want to do a lot of things in some of these situations that he's not being able to do. I think Steven got his hand in there a little bit.
You know what?
Is it?
I'm gonna tell you something. This go all the way back to 1995. And I think this is payback from son to father. I think this go all the way back from when. How well do you remember when Steven threw Jerry up on the wall because he was pissed?
I mentioned it earlier. Ultra.
I think that's payback. I think that's payback.
About to ask that question.
I think that's payback from son to father. I think that's payback. I think that's kind of, I think that's, Steven saying that this is for the Deion thing. If you think about it, I think it's payback.
I gotta go.
All right, Drew. You have a good
night.
night.
Have a good one, brother.
Take it easy.
I'll check you guys out. Take care.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Brian, I think this is payback from the Deion signing. I'm telling you.
Well, I think it's unprofessional to even run a team as, playing paybacks or anything like that. That's just not a good ran organization. To me, I think if I was a Cowboys fan, I would be fatigued to all hell at this point to hear about contracts, like especially, wanting to be the highest paid. I hope it works out where CeeDee and the Joneses can come with a mutual agreement with a balanced contract without all this highest paid talk. I think when you start getting the mentality of highest paid, I just don't think it's good for the team. I don't think it's good for clearly your salary cap. So again, I hope they work it out sooner than later so they can get CeeDee on the field and get him going by week 1, because you're going to need him week 1. Well, you're going to need him all season. I mean, he's a focal point. He is the focal point of your offense. So
that's the part that annoys me. We're not arguing about a piece of the puzzle. We're talking about most of the puzzle on offense. Now, don't get me wrong. I know we got Ferguson, but CeeDee Lamb, I mean, he's a big, huge. He caught unbelievable. How many balls did he catch exactly? Do we know? 100 and.
I think it was something like 117.
Yeah, I know he had over 1,700 yards receiving. So. And Clemente, I did bring that up earlier. The reason why our contract's up a lot is because we draft well. That is an issue, right? Right. It's a good thing, but when you draft well, but here's my problem. Again, I'm going to keep saying it until somebody listens. Our problem is if we would address Dak Prescott last year and threw $55 million at him a year ago, we would be sitting pretty here and let everybody else go ahead and beat Dak. Now, we may adjust it down the road, maybe, possibly, probably not. But, that's what should have happened. That's the issue, people. If they are arguing over $1 million. Now, listen, I already showed everybody once. I don't know. I'm going to show it again. I'm going to share it on the Zoom call. Just take a look, people. Rob A., if you have a monitor or whoever, look at this is the problem. Justin Jefferson, don't look about annual salary. Look at the guaranteed money. Justin Jefferson has $110 million in a 4-year deal guaranteed. The next closest guy is A.J. Brown at 84. Right. That's the problem.
That's the problem. But the thing is, it's the problem if CD and his agent allows it to be the problem. And I mean that respectfully in the sense of it wasn't a problem for Devontae Smith to sign a deal that he was probably grossly underpaid by $5 to $6 million a year, just to make it a team-friendly deal because he wanted to be in Philly. So it's only a problem if CD makes it a problem of has to be the highest paid player. He could take any contract he wants, and that kind of annoys me even to Dak, where Dak talks out of both sides of his mouth of I don't play for money, but then I need to make sure I keep the quarterback.
I agree with that. That's the thing.
That's BS.
Don't worry about the players coming behind you.
Right, exactly. Right. So with that said, I think CD and them need to get the damn deal done. Get back on the field and play. I mean, even if it's just a couple of $1 million to make or break it, being top paid is for what? To help the next guy behind you get paid. That's why I think Devontae.
Yeah, that's what CD's saying. What do I amuse you? Right. Get the deal done. Get the deal done.
Yeah, go get the deal done and And pardon me on what I'm about ready to say. Get the deal done. Stop pussyfooting around and let's move on.
But again, I think the issue is they're fighting over the guarantee. I would just like to be a fly on the wall.
Guarantee.
Justin's got 110, and Jerry's right. I want everybody to understand. Jerry Jones is right when he says, or no, Stephen Jones, sorry, but he said that Minnesota's not paying anybody else any money. So, but this is what happens when you have a team like Minnesota who gets way out of whack with the guarantee. They should have said, okay, we'll give you 90, okay? You got A.J. Brown sitting at 84 at the next closest guy. No, they went to 110, totally screwing everybody, you know, and so now CD's probably like, I want at least 100. And Dallas is like, well, okay, you may or may not be as good as AJ. You had a better year in numbers, but AJ also had a Robin right next to him. You're taking a lot of balls away from him. So, pause. But, yeah, you know, he had Devontae Smith. You know, that's an argument, right? That's an argument to have. Is CD or AJ better? It doesn't matter. They're both great receivers, but AJ's making 84. He ain't that much better than AJ Brown.
Exactly. That's my point. Is
Justin Jefferson got 110. So CD's agent is going to be like, well, you know, I can't, you know.
Yeah, I think he should have took the 33, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to close my door. It's pouring out. Hold on.
And I think Dak should take – he should take less, man. So he should be more focused on the championship than anything.
Exactly. Focus on a championship instead of being top paid, the highest paid.
Right.
You got endorsements and everything else. You don't need nothing else.
Players paid around.
See, Mark's in the chat and he's disagreeing. He's saying, why give them a break? Well, sure, pay all three of them
Nobody's
top dollars.
Saying give them a break. What are you talking about giving a break?
Yeah,
you just see how
Mark just said, why should they give him a discount? Why should he give Jones a discount? Well, I'm not saying give him a huge discount.
We're talking CeeDee Lamb, Mark. We're not talking Dak Prescott. We're talking CeeDee Lamb, who hasn't, again, just take a look. Just take a look for the people out there. Here's the problem. Again, it's easy. Justin Jefferson is guaranteed his 4-year deal. Don't worry about the annual. He's got $110 million guaranteed. The next closest guy is 84. Justin Jefferson has the same agent as CeeDee Lamb. So that's the issue.
Oh, wow.
That's the issue. Justin Jefferson and the Minnesota Vikings screwed everybody else because they don't – I'm sorry, they're going to be horrible this year, and they don't have anybody else that they're paying, so they kept their one guy, and that's all. I'm not trying to cry over spilled milk, but they did screw up the pooch because CD should be around where A.J. Brown's getting paid.
Exactly. Exactly.
But no, now we're talking $16 million worth of difference. So my guess is they're going to want to cut that in half. So they're probably looking at $105 million that they want. That's the problem, people. It's not about how much. Don't get caught up with, he's making 35. Give me 34. It's not about that. It's not about that. So
I missed the league more when it wasn't such a money game.
Hey, Chris May, what's up, brother? Sorry, I had to hop in the shower last night. I love those old school games, man. I didn't get a chance to see you watch. That was awesome, bro.
Yeah, they YouTube blocked one of them in Japan, I guess, because of the music
That's
content.
ridiculous. Oh yeah.
I had it happen when it's on YouTube. Wasn't much of a big deal, but I'm sitting here thinking, why is it allowed to play on one part, but not on this particular level? So stupid. But it is what it is.
In the chat.
Yeah, I hear him. Nobody's saying to take less, Mark. I don't understand what you're saying. If you can't agree, Mark, that the Minnesota Vikings screwed up by giving him $110 million, you're creating an issue. Nobody's asking anybody to take less. That's the problem, where you just instantly want to go to, oh, well, the Joneses are being cheap. No, they're not. Look, again, I'm showing you. Look, A.J. Brown got $84 million. A.J. Brown is an unbelievable receiver, as well as CeeDee. He should be $1 million higher than A.J. But the difference between A.J. and Justin Jefferson is ridiculous. And A.J. just signed his deal. So that's what I'm trying to say. Nobody's saying that we're asking to take less, Mark. We're talking
not CeeDee. I did on Dak. I did.
I'm not talking Dak Prescott. I'm talking CeeDee Lamb.
I'm saying take less than what Jefferson made. I think his deal should be roughly aligned around what AJ made.
Well, you feel like telling CeeDee, you want to go make $110 million guaranteed, then go play for Carolina Panthers. You know, like guys like A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown. These are A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. They are on teams who have a chance to win a Super Bowl. Whereas Justin Jefferson is on a team that'll probably win 5 games this year.
Exactly.
Again, we're not asking you to take less. What I'm trying to say is, Mark, Minnesota screwed everybody up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. Minnesota screwed the pooch by doing this stupid contract, guaranteeing all this money. A.J. Brown, you know, he was looking at his teammates saying, just give me more than him, I guess. So it is what it is. It's just annoying that the teams like the Vikings have to screw it up for everybody else. You know, I got news. I'm surprised AJ only asked for 84. You know, that's the problem. Never pay that kind of money on a running back that did not on Zeke. You don't pay a linebacker. Yeah, I agree with all that, Mark. I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. You know, I just don't like when the Joneses put their head in the sand and say, "Well, we know about the salary cap 5 years down the road, and you know we know more than you don't know shit." Steven and Jerry don't know shit. So anyway, so what's going on? A Cody show? How you doing, bro?
No, I'm doing good, man. Like I say, I'm just waiting for everything, all these situations to get done.
What's up, Twiz?
Yes, we can go forward, man. So.
Yeah, that's my thing, you know, and I would imagine Mark's on the same page. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I want to build a wave of excitement, you know. It would be nice if they got the Dak deal done and they got the CeeDee deal done. I made a weird statement a while ago, Cody. Wouldn't it be cool if they did Dak, CeeDee, and extended all the coaches long term? You know, right before the season. Talk about the wind at your back, type of moment, having all that momentum going into the season. That would be great. But this team doesn't do anything like that. Nothing.
Let's keep hope alive, I guess, man.
I mean, yeah, it's alive, but I'm just saying, you know, we're getting close now, Cody. We're getting real close to, a game prep week. You know what I mean? So you want your boys in the room. It needs to be done. And I made the video. I was going to do a lunchtime chat and was trying to get stuff done outside. And I saw the Instagram tweet and, the post. I wanted everybody's opinion on CeeDee's post. What do you think it is, Cody?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Well, he put up a look at my thumbnail. You can see the thumbnail. That's the post. He put a picture of him, and then he put a picture of Venom.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man.
The Black
Venom.
Spider-Man.
So, and some people are like, oh, he's getting ready to suit up. I'm like, no, that's Venom. He's getting ready to mess somebody. I don't know what that means. Chris May, what does that mean?
I have no clue.
I have no clue. I'm just playing Contra.
I hope that means he's getting ready to suit up.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
He ready to play,
Yep. Lord Vaughn says, like, what's so hard about paying your best players? Maybe Jerry just put this, make Netflix special on Cal. Oh, I forgot about that. He's been recording a Netflix special for like 4 years now.
Oh, jeez.
He has I don't know if it's over, Lord. Does anybody know if that's over yet? He literally has cameras around him 24/7. So, Venom, Mouse, that's not good.
Is they putting the CeeDee Lamb contract talks on that show?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will.
I guess I need to go look at that then.
Well, no, it's not out yet.
Oh, it's not out.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're just recording. It's, and then they're going to release it. Who knows when? Maybe after he's retired or
so
gone.
Game Time, what is your take on this highest paid coming from, pretty much all three players?
I don't like it. So I'm just going to be honest with you. You want to play. There's two schools of thought, man. You could go out and you could go to, I don't know, pick your team, Rob, whoever. You could go to a team that doesn't have Super Bowl aspirations or hasn't won 12 games 3 years in a row. You could go out and go play for Carolina or New England. You want to go make money? You go to New England. They'll pay you. Yeah, maybe, I would imagine, they're not going to win nothing. They ain't going to win nothing. So maybe take a little less. But again, you see certain people in the chat say, oh, it like directly goes to the Joneses, and why would you take less? Okay, then you might have to move on then. Just know that that's the other side of the coin. Because like I said, we got Jake Ferguson, we got Tyler Smith, we got Deron Bland, we got Micah Parsons. And that's just to name a few that we have to. They're the four big guys that still need to get paid.
Right.
Or not.
And that come down on the one thing. It come down to should have got all this stuff done ahead of time.
That's what we're trying to. That's all we're saying. And then we got people go, oh well, they'll just want to redo the deal. Okay, but then all the rules and everything is set up in your favor. And that if that's the case, they're not going to hold out. If you want to throw them some extra money, that's on you. You don't have to do squat. Because come game one, you're losing game checks, and they ain't losing game checks. That's why CeeDee will be in. So, my question to you guys is, do you think CeeDee will sign a lesser deal, or he doesn't sign no deal and bets on himself yet again?
I think he'll sign a lesser deal if you come down to it.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah,
I
think so too.
I think he'll sign a lesser deal because
yes, Clemente, it should be.
I think he'll sign a lesser deal because I think he'll be afraid. He'll miss out on something if he do.
Or he
how much do
you
think?
Have a career-ending injury.
Right. So
how much do you think?
$50,000 a day or a game? A day, is it $50,000 a day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that?
Well, yeah, but all this money he's lost now can be, you can
Put back.
waive it or just pay them
it could be
extra.
exempt because of his
Rookie
contract
deal.
is on a rookie year.
Once the regular
Yeah.
season starts,
Yeah, I
it's
heard
gone.
I heard he's not on any money because of, you said it game time. He's under that rule where if you're still under your rookie deal,
They'll waive your
if you're going
your
through that
fees.
situation what he's going through now, it's rescinded.
Yeah, they'll waive them.
Yep. I mean, I expect him here, Cody. I mean, I expect him here and under contract, but I just get old, you know. I miss the days of getting the job done, you know, and you know, I understand. It's a salary cap. Nobody's asking. This is the problem. You know, we stopped signing other free agents, at least like, you know, top tier free agents since Brandon Carr, for crying out loud. That was the last mega deal we signed in free agency. But we normally re-sign our own.
Oh, right.
And now we're not even doing that. Night 3, what's up, brother? Think CeeDee gets signed before week 1? I'm starting to think not at this point, Night 3. But I think he'll be in the fold before week 1 because of the guarantees and the NFL player contract does not allow you to hold out without being severely penalized, and you lose time of service. So if he held out this year, he would be in the same spot next year, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yep,
yes,
absolutely.
So
So with that said, I think he should. This is just me. I could see 34 a year with 90.
What's up, Mark
guaranteed.
Hutchton? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just say hi to people.
No. You're good. You're good. I'm just simply saying is that I think that a good contract for him should be 34 a year, with 90 guaranteed, maybe 95 guaranteed.
Yeah,
but I don't see them paying him more than that.
Yep, I would agree. I think that Minnesota contract, and that's when you go to seating and well, listen, man. And they can make it to the annual what's 35 times 4? 30, 60, 90, 120, 5, 10, that's 140. They can give them the same contract, 4 years, 140, just give them less guarantee. And all due respect, Mark Holmes, if you're still listening, nobody's asked him to take less because he hasn't done what Justin Jefferson's done in a 4-year period. He's only done it in a little over a year and a half.
And that's my point.
You know what I mean?
He shouldn't get paid as much.
And again, we're talking about paying a guy $140 million, saying he's going to be underpaid if we only give him 90 guaranteed. I mean, does everybody in the chat understand what we're arguing over? He's still getting a crap ton of money. So,
I understand Mark's point. I think he's just upset that the Joneses are doing what the Joneses do.
It's weird because last year he was all over Stephen Jones. He's telling him what a great job he's doing. Now he's the other way.
Yeah, but I think having that mentality is not good for the team. It's good for those 3 players, but it's not good for the team. Saying that why should they take less to me is having the attitude, let's stick it to the Joneses. For what? Well, how is that gonna benefit the team at all? I don't believe in that approach. I just hope that they can figure it out and get them on the field.
Do you know what I would do, Rob? I don't know if you would do it, but let's say you're Dak and I'm CeeDee, right? I would be like, yo, bro, let's get in here. Let's get this done. We both want to be Cowboys. It's obvious, right? Let's go in there and say, we want to sign our deals. Let's come up with something that makes sense for me and CeeDee. We want to do it together. That would be great. But these young players, man, they don't. It's a different era, man. You see what happened at the end of a playoff game. There's just family members are throwing people under the bus. You would have never have seen that back in the day, probably because there wasn't social media, right, Thomas? Everything is recorded now.
Yeah, you would have never seen that. You never, everything back then was.
Dak does, Mark Hutchinson. Dak does, and so does CeeDee.
And I like your mentality as far as going there and say, hey, let's get this done.
Let's go
Only
get it
if they have the mentality of, I'm not trying to go in there to drill in that I need to be highest paid.
That's the thing. That's
the problem is that I think that they're more focused on being like, even I saw Mike.
Maybe they don't want to be together. I don't know. I thought you would want to, right?
Know. You would want to for the success. I mean, I don't see Jefferson having a good year with, Cousins being gone and McCarty being hurt. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mama Lamb was mad, Philly D.
Right. Yes, he was. But Mike is, even saying that he wants to be the highest paid player now as well. So.
You know what?
What's that, Thomas?
I still believe with that situation, I still believe Jerry Jones was in that mama's ear and she got gassed up. She was gassed up.
He was gassed up, eating all that high-end food.
Yeah. Jerry gassed that woman up. And you know our mamas, if you say some things to her, they get gassed up real quick. And I think Jerry said some things in Mama Lamb's ear, and she got gassed up and she got pissed off. I don't care what nobody say. Jerry was in that woman's ear. It don't, especially our black mothers. It doesn't take that much to gas them up. If it's something in for them, they're gonna be gassed up. And I think something went down, and it pissed her off. She was mad at the world then. It's one thing you don't do to our black mamas. You do not gas them up, saying this and saying that. It's gonna happen, and it don't. You don't do that.
Yep. Crowley, nod. I'm talking about the draft next year. If the Eagles go 5-12, like Mr. Cataldi says, they will have a top 10 pick and a very high opportunity to get Pierce. Listen, everybody, I just posted the link to become a channel member. Not a subscriber, a channel member. Everybody you see here in the Zoom call are channel members. If you're interested, go... You click on the link and you'll be in. You will be in. What's up, Timothy Looper? How's Terrell, Texas? How are you? How are you, big guy? Mama Lamb wants that new crib. That's right, Bobby. Is he going to get 140 mil, Bobby? Here's the deal, Rob A. He's going to be here for all 5 of the years anyway. So. We're fighting. I just Mark Holmes needs to understand a little bit that if you take 90 in guarantees, Rob, he's still going to make the 140 as long as he doesn't lose his leg in an automobile accident or something. You know what I mean? He's going to play out the contract. No? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
You know what I mean? It's only a 4-year deal, people. He is going to.
Oh, okay.
Play out his contract.
Absolutely.
I didn't get in.
I totally agree with that. I mean, the end result's the end result. I know everybody wants the guaranteed money, but everybody can't fall in line from what Jefferson got paid. I mean, they paid him a lot because they're not contending, so they don't have all this talent built around him, but they wanted to keep their guy. If Dallas wants to contend, this mentality of highest paid, that really has to not be there in order for you guys to get that talent in there to get you over the top.
Yep. Absolutely. What's
Man,
up, Brad?
I hope they didn't make the contract deal right now as we talking.
What's that? What's that, Cody?
Said I hope they just doing the contract right now.
Well, you would think they'd be meeting.
We talking.
You would think they would be. It will get done, says Vinny Hagan. I know, but it's time to get these deadlines, make deals. Exactly, Curtis. 111 million guaranteed, 4 years at 140 gets CeeDee. Yeah, I'm sure it gets it done. Wow, Linda's generous, CD. There it is. Maybe you could be an agent, Linda. Darlene, they're going to sign the contract to get Dak Prescott, Arizona contract, TV, A regular, yeah. That talk to text, Darlene, is really killing it.
They probably won't sign Dak until after week 1.
Who knows, man? I don't even want to talk Dak today. Today's about CD. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about contracts, man. I can't wait till football starts so I can light some people up, or praise them, or praise them. We'll see. We finally get both of them signed at the same. That would be nice. That would be nice, man. That would be real nice. So let's see here.
This time of year, though, it's just not good for any team to be talking contracts. This is football time. Jerry needed to have this done, a while back, and everyone on the call knows that. But it's still frustrating that it's still about the contracts and instead of just about just getting better as a team.
You know what's going to happen, Brian? The contracts they're going to be done when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Everything on edge with the Cowboys when it's dealing.
I
with
was
Jerry
surprised that they went out and did what they did with the with Carl Lawson and Jordan Phillips and
that was some good.
I was surprised that they did that. No sign CD 2 games into the season when they realize they're losing their ass. All right, Mark, I hope you're wrong, brother. I hope we get him in here, but wouldn't surprise me. Green Bay is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, I don't think so.
What's that mean? What does that mean? Like, what do you think that means? Rob, what do you think that means?
I just don't think they're gonna. I just don't think they're gonna beat us. I think they.
Beat.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what
no.
the chat said.
Oh, is that what she means? Okay. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Game time. Are you going to go see some RVs or no? Did you cancel? No, I'm going, Arturo. I'm going, brother. I'm going. I'll be there. I will definitely be there. And it's in like 2 weeks, I think. It's actually the week after. It's week 2 of the season. So I'll be home Sunday morning so I can stream the games. Philly D, it's rare to have a coherent sentence with that one, LOL. Crowley, I can't believe Lamb declined that contract. But we don't know the guarantees, Crowley. We don't. So I don't want to comment on being upset about him. Yeah, he turned down $33 a year, but what was the guarantee?
Brad say that.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I know we ain't talking about that, but Brad say pay that.
If Green Bay beats the Eagles, I'll be shocked. Crowley, I won't be shocked. It's a what? What's the line, Rob? Eagles by 2, 2.5?
Eagles by 2.5, I believe, last time I checked it.
So that
ain't nothing.
It's very that's like we're a 1.5 or 2. 1 to 2 point dog in Cleveland. It could go either way, people. I've got news for you.
Yeah.
Both of those games could go either way. I don't know that. I'm just keeping it real. I wouldn't flex either way. I'll do my score prediction. We'll go into the mailbox and all, but it could go either way. That's a tough spot. So Green Bay has a good shot to beat. Definitely they do. Anybody that thinks that the Eagles just going to roll over Green Bay and it's going to be easy, I don't see it.
No.
But
I don't think we're
again,
going to roll them over.
Who the hell knows? 96 men in the world have the position at wide receiver in the world, and you're determining what is fair. You guys got to learn football. Green Bay is going to win easy. Darlene, wow, win easy.
Whoa.
Damn.
Okay.
Shots fired.
You know how I think that game's going? I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think we'll control the clock, the time of possession. I think we're going to control the game by just running it. I think we're just going to you'll see a lot of runs. I think our offensive line is going to be ready to go, and Saquon gets tired, bring in Shipley, bring in Gainwell. I think we're going to control the clock, and I think we're going to win the game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Play that.
I can see that too.
You just hope
when you gotta play.
Yeah.
That keeps your defense fresh. You're
Right.
And then your corners don't get exposed too much either.
Exactly.
When y'all play Green Bay, Rob?
Week 1.
Yeah, week 1. Yeah,
Friday
it's,
night in
Friday
Brazil.
Night game in Brazil.
Okay.
We are going to F the Browns up. Deshaun Watson got nothing on us. He never seen Zimmer's defense. Well, Chris, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, bro.
I'd be more worried about Cleveland's running game.
Wow, Sledhead 50. My Green Bay guy. I'll be shocked if Eagles keep it close. Bang.
So Brian, that's a night game, right? The game down in Brazil.
Yeah. Brazil.
Oh, okay. I'll be able to watch that game when I get up in Ohio. Then.
Oh yeah. It's prime time. It's probably
say
8:20, whatever.
Oh, Philly old head, we can beat them. I've seen it many times.
Cowboys fans hyping up the Packers because y'all can't beat them. We haven't beaten them lately, Chris.
Yeah, true. But I've seen it before. I've seen us.
I've seen us win, but we
got
to go back to the
Deion Sanders.
No,
Troy
go back
Aikman,
to the Brett Favre days.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That was Jerry shooting the seagulls, sitting on his yacht. Yeah, Bobby, that's Jerry. He's shooting this pistol off of the yacht.
Hope he doesn't shoot a bird.
Yeah, Jerry's gonna pull. Who was that? A congressman who shot himself out in the woods.
I thought that was like I thought that was Dick Cheney. I thought.
I think it was
like
Dick
that.
Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
It was Dick Cheney shot himself in the foot or something.
With a shotgun, something like that.
Or he shot somebody else or something.
He shot somebody else.
Yeah,
he shot somebody else, and
he shot somebody else. Shot the shit out of something.
Somebody said pull, and he pulled it. The problem was the shotgun was pointed at somebody's back.
He shot Harry Whittington, or something like that.
It wasn't the bird you were supposed to shoot.
Appreciate it. Twiz, A-Rod with a game-winning TD in overtime. It wasn't overtime, I don't think. It was right before overtime, I believe. If it's against Dallas, he threw the ball to Cook, tight end on the sideline.
That wasn't right. That was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Joe, just like the Dez catch, there was time left on the clock. Everybody thinks that would have been for the game. Yeah, it was a catch. I mean, I would agree, but there was over a minute left to go.
It was over a minute.
They're nothing more than a jinx for us.
Yeah, because if we would have scored, that would have gave us the lead.
Yeah. But, they did have Aaron Rodgers. They would have had, like a buck something. I don't know, around there left. Wait, or more.
Oh, okay. I got
Aaron Rodgers, him. You never know. Whoosh! Hail Mary, and they catch it. Some miraculous catch. That's probably what would have happened.
Niners all damn day says 42-19. Packers over the Birds. Mouse says Niners. How to be? Oh no, a Mouse is going back and forth. It's getting volatile in the chat. It'll be fun. Look at the bright side, people. We got football in a couple weeks. Not this,
right?
Not what we're looking at now. So, but all right, I want to wrap this up. I wanted to do an impromptu. I was going to do a lunchtime chat, but right now, if I can make it a channel members room, I'm going to do it. Again, if you want to subscribe, everybody, it's up at the top. This will be on there. You click it, and you can be a part of the Mailheads crew. I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know.
The convention is next week.
Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow afternoon as well. So I'll make it a channel member. Just keep a lookout for it. And then obviously Wednesday night. So maybe I'll do the same time. It seemed to work out pretty good for everybody later in the day. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And Chris, you going online later or what?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Make sure you guys hit the likes.
Yeah.
Hit the likes.
Definitely. Hey, Chris, put your channel, your Facebook thing in the chat.
You could just click on my.
Oh, okay, it's on there. Okay.
Yeah, you could just click on me, and I have a link where it takes it right to my
cool.
other YouTube.
You're smart like that. All right, very good. All right, everybody.
Working on redoing things, so
I will talk to everybody later. See you, Cody. Right. See you, Rob. See you, Thomas, and see you, Chris. Later.
All right, fam.
Bye.
Later.
All right, Chris.
Later, brother.
What's up?
Kind of hot in these rhinos.